What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we're going to be showcasing all of the Fantastic Four cosmetics that got decrypted just now, ahead of the launch when they release in the item shop July 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently, we don't know the prices of these cosmetics, however, we do have some good news for you guys. Previously, it was leaked that there was going to be 4 bundles, and since we have 4 skins here, people thought that what was going to happen is that each skin was going to get its own bundle. However, it appears that instead, the reason why there's 4 bundles is because for 3 of the skins right here, Johnny Storm, Reed Richards, and Susan Storm, we actually have them doing a whole entire situation where they have a pickaxe bundled with the skin itself. The 4th bundle is not for the thing. Instead, it's actually to include all of the cosmetics in this collaboration, minus the emoticon and spray that are from the competitive cup. So if you're someone who wants to actually get all the cosmetics, there will be one giant bundle that has a discount for you. Anyways, with that said, let's start it off with the thing right here, which has 2 variants, and there's a lot of specialized customization here, so we will be going back and forth quite a lot. But we have the normal style right here, and then we have an actual The Thing style, which is pretty much, you know, the same thing as the first one. The only difference is now The Thing is shirtless. And as you can see, we still got the pants on, we still got the shoes on, but, you know, we have the whole entire The Thing design. Honestly, I feel like in terms of the actual design, I don't know, for The Thing, this suit just doesn't do it. So it makes a lot more sense to have The Thing in an actual The Thing variant as we have right here. Now also in terms of prices, I don't know the actual pricing. They haven't actually revealed those yet, so keep that in mind. Since we're going ahead with The Thing, we'll go ahead and continue onwards by showcasing the fantastic free weight right here. The description of The Thing needs specialized weights to actually match his strength. You can see right here it is 400 kg on both sides, and it kind of just floats. Now of course you can use this back bling on any skin. You can see right there it just kind of floats there, but it's the back bling that goes along with him. In terms of the pickaxe, there isn't any special effect with this pickaxe compared to the other skins. You can see right here how the thing is actually gripping onto it. If we use a normal skin real quickly here, you can see how they grip onto it. It's pretty much, you know, pre-gripped by the thing for them. We can go ahead and swing it real quickly. Has a pretty solid hit effect here. And then I'm just going to show this now so I don't forget later down the line. This is the glider, part of Fantastic Four's whole entire collaboration, which is the Fantastic Four spacecraft. It is not a surfing glider like some people think. If you look in the back, we have the handlebars over here. So it is one of the normal gliders that you hold on to as it goes down, but you'll be towards the very back of the actual glider itself. Next up, however, for cosmetics, we have Johnny Storm. And actually, wait, before we do that, let me make sure real quickly here that I show you everything. Here is the It's Clobbering Time emote to go with The Thing. No voice line or anything, no special effects if you're using a different skin. They all do the same animation. Next up, we actually can go to Johnny Storm now, who does have a variant, and it mentions right here that, you know, it's a transformation thing because of a built-in emote. So here is the normal Johnny Storm variant, nothing crazy going on there. And then we have the Human Torch variant right here, which does keep the face out of the flame area and keeps the logo visible, so you can see he's a part of the Fantastic Four. Now, of course, the back and everything else does have the design going on there. For the back bling, we have 2 different versions. We have ourselves the, actually, you're seeing the flame one right there. We have the normal version of the Johnny's Fantastic logo back bling, and then we have the flame on version of the Fantastic logo back bling. And now for the next part of this, before we go ahead and show the emote, we're going to be doing a little bit of test of that back bling. Here's the Torches Flame pickaxe. We can try it out if we want to. There's no way to actually view it on its own, except for this preview right here, because it has a special different interaction based on the skin you have equipped. If you have Johnny Storm, am I saying the name right? Yeah, Johnny Storm equipped, I don't know why I'm butchering my words, then it actually is just kind of a part of the fist. However, if we go to a different skin like Reed Richards, you can see that it actually has a small little attachment right there, and you still can't kind of like view it in just the floating preview. So that is the main difference there in terms of that actual pickaxe, and all the other pickaxes we're going to show have a little bit of differences as well. Now, when it comes to the emote, only Johnny Storm can do this, and it's the Flame On emote, which makes your skin turn into that Flame On version or off of it. It does not change the back bling, so if you wanted the back bling to change with the skin as you use the emote, that is not a possibility. You have to predefine which one you want to use, or just don't use the actual back bling at all, but it is pretty nice to see the different customization right there. Next up, we have Reed Richards. Now, in terms of his cosmetics, we have no other variants for him. You know, it's just kind of him himself with the Pedro Pascal face and everything, which now makes me wonder how his face would look like over on the Mandalorian. But if we go to the back bling, we have the Fantastic Four model spacecraft back bling, which is the glider. As an actual back bling, you can actually have just kind of floating there. Nothing too crazy going on there. You know, it's not going to get attached to the skin, has no special variants, but it's there if you want it. For the pickaxe, we have the Fantastic Fist, which has an S in it, but it's only one fist. Now, some interesting things you may note here, it looks odd. I'm just going to be honest, it looks odd. But if we go ahead and swing it real quickly, you can see what the swing effect is like. And then if we go to a normal skin, it's even odder. So this is the Fantastic Fist pickaxe, which is actually just one fist. It is definitely one of the more interesting pickaxes for them to do. I thought they would do both of the fists, but only one. You know, it's a little odd to me, but it is still something that goes along with it. We do have an emote to go along with it, though, being Fantastic Calculations. I'll go ahead and spin this one around a little bit. You can see what's going on over there. But the interesting thing is what happens right here. You'll notice he stretches his arm in order to actually grab the cup of coffee. However, this emote isn't something that is locked to him. So if we switch to a different skin, we'll just, you know, let's use Susan Storm for this, and we switch over to this emote, you'll go ahead and see that it still plays everything normally. You still go through all the effects and everything, but when you would have grabbed the coffee, just gonna put your hand out, right? You don't have it stretch out. You don't stretch it out to drop it away. You just kind of be like, well, you know, it's pretty normal, but some people were wondering how that actually changes. Now, in terms of anything else going on there isn't really anything else of a set, so it's time to actually show Susan Storm, aka the Invisible Woman. You can see the front and back design, no special variants or anything else. We have a back bling, which is pretty much the same as Johnny's back bling, but you know, it's Sue instead, and it has two different versions. We have the normal version right there, and then we have the invisibly fantastic version right here, which plays into the whole entire Susan Storm Invisible Woman thing, where, you know, she can go invisible. She can't go invisible in this game, but at least the back bling can, you know, a nice little touch for them to actually do. For the pickaxes, we have the psionic orbs right here, which actually have two unique special animations depending on which skin you have equipped. So this is when you have Susan's equipped, and then if we go over here to Reed and go back to the pickaxe, you can see that just like the other one, it actually ends up being, you know, this floating little thing on your wrist. So if we quickly go ahead and swing it, you can see it's pretty much the same thing, has a different swing animation, but, you know, instead of having your hands controlling the psionic orbs, it's just kind of floating there. Now, if we go back to the outfit itself, show you once again, you can see it's attached to the hands. Now, next up, if we go to the emote, we have the force-filled shatter emote right here, which doesn't have any special animation changes depending on which skin you have, so it's all going to be the same, but you can see what it looks like right here on Invisible Woman, but that's pretty much it. We don't have any new wraps, there's nothing new in terms of vehicles, instruments, anything like that. It's just going to be 4 sets of skins. We're going to be having 4 back blings, 4 pickaxes, 1 glider, and technically 4 emotes, 3 that you're able to use on everyone, and then 1 emote that can only be used on Johnny. So with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoy today's showcase video. Enjoy the double upload. Once again, these will be in the item shop July 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Consider using code FireMonkey to support me if you want to. #ad, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.